Hi, welcome to my recording about Piagetian programs. I am going to be discussing who Jean Piaget was, in addition, what the Piagetian theory is, and how it relates to us as future educators. Jean Piaget was originally a French-Swiss biologist and theorist. He eventually turned into a developmentalist psychologist, and he thought of students as little scientists. He built his theory by observing his own children as they learned and played together. And of Jean Piaget, and I think he's such a cute old man, and he also looks a lot like this guy. Yeah. Okay. What exactly is the Piagetian? It is a cognitive development. It is based on cognitive development and Piaget's concept of children's stages of learning. There are 4 of these stages in total that I will talk about on the next slide. The Piagetian programs are also the second highest among the 50 size effects that John Hattie did his meta research on, and that is located right here in my little circle. The 4 stages of cognitive development are as follows. The first being the sensory or motor stage, and it ranges from about newborn to 2 years old and is marked by the basic senses including seeing, hearing, touch, and construct of an understanding of the world by coordinating those experiences with physical and motor actions. The second stage is the pre-operational stage, which ranges from about 2 to 7 years old and is marked by children being able to understand basic concepts and symbols, but do not yet understand concrete logic and cannot mentally manipulate the information they learn. The third stage is concrete operational stage, which is about middle school age, which is 7 to 12 years old, so it's a little bit before middle school. And this is marked when students and children start solving problems in more logical, but logical fashion, but moving towards the abstract, hypothetical thinking, but it's not that developed. The last stage is the formal operational stage, and this is from 12 years old onwards. So it's the later half of middle school, high school, up into adulthood. And this is marked when children and adolescents develop abstract thinking and are able to perform hypothetical and deductive reasoning. Now, while these age ranges are more typical for these different cognitive development stages, they're not hard and fast. Now, this is all great and wonderful information and all, but how does this actually relate to us as future teachers? The main goal of a teacher is to educate our students. And to educate our students, we have to have a better understanding of our students and to be able to teach them with a constructivist approach, as we have discussed previously in class. And when we know what developmental stage our students are in, we are better able to teach them. So we can't just go into a classroom expecting to know right off the bat at how to handle our students. in that particular class. And to teach with this constructivist approach and use Piaget's theory, we cannot simply inform our students and expect them immediate results, as I said. Indeed, they're able to attain information through both assimilation and accommodation. In other words, it is our job as educators to submerge our students in the context of our classroom, and by accommodating to their cognitive development skills. So we don't want to be catering in the formal operational stage, so this higher middle school or high school students, and by giving them the sensor motor stage teaching methods. And finally, we as educators will successfully accomplish this when we form relationships with our students, as well as encourage interpersonal relationships among students. This then allows students to construct the necessary foundation for later development of intelligence and knowledge. So creating these relationships will allow our students to continue to grow in their cognitive development stages and not remain stagnant in their learning. And that is the conclusion of my presentation. I hope that you learned something about Piagetian theory, or Jean Piaget, and how it applies to us. This slide is my references, and God bless. Thank you.